What's up, y'all? It's ElijahBoyy, yeah. And welcome to ElijahBoyy Reviews Raw, 11/14/2022. I decided to do this from now on. I think this will be a fun thing, so I can give y'all my more inner, deep thoughts about what happened on Raw this past Monday. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Let's do this. The lineup. I'm gonna give the results of the show, and then I'm gonna give my favorite high points or things I feel like mentioning. So keep in mind, if I crack jokes during this review, it is not in any way towards disrespecting the wrestlers personally. Let's do this. Bobby Lashley defeats Mustafa Ali. Mia Yim defeats Tamina. Chad Gable defeats Matt Riddle. Match is set for Dexter Lumis versus The Miz at Survivor Series. We'll get into that later. Dominic defeats Shelton Benjamin. Io Sky defeats Dana Brooke. Io Sky, or as Asuka called her last week, Baka 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 Baka. Corbin defeats Tozawa. In the main event, Seth Rollins defeats Finn Balor. So let's get into the high points of my show, or at least the points I'm going to mention. Seth Rollins comes out for a promo dressed like, I don't know. You ever see like when people paint and they got white stuff on white stuff on the floor, and they got the white paper on the floor, and then a bunch of splats, pause, on the floor. Comes out, does his promo. Welcome to Monday Night Rollins. You know, he comes out, brags about himself. And the fans chant that was stupid when he mentioned Austin Theory trying to cash in. Bro, I'm like, that the fact that that was a real chant. So then Bobby Lashley interrupts. He comes out, and Bobby basically he talks about how he's gonna come back for the title. Mustafa Ali comes out dressed like a Tekken video game character. Comes out, and Bobby disposes of him so fast it was humiliating. It got a little awkward in this segment because Mustafa Ali felt like a fly swerving around, and you just want to smack it away and stuff like that. So then their match begins, and of course, as I mentioned, Bobby put him in the Hurt Lock. So basically, I don't know where Mustafa Ali is going, but he's been quite a disruptor as of late. So the OC with Mia Yim. I wanted to bring up this little interview segment for one reason and one reason only. Gallows says the only reason she's part with the OC is because I have a way with women. I was like, bro, ain't nobody looking at you. Really? You out here bringing females? Okay, whatever you say, sir. I'm not saying he can't get no jibbity wop, but he can't get no jibbity wop. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call women's, jibbity wop. So next, Damage Control. They tried to recruit Mia for War Games. Saying, and Dakota Cly, she indirectly mentions them being released and stuff like that, which I thought was wild. Even though she didn't flat out say it, we knew what she was talking about. So, because the previous overseer of the WWE, at the age of 70 out here plowing interns or whatever he did, I mean, the paralegals. Yeah, we're gonna get in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the genetic check. Oh, yeah, egg. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Stuff like that. Moving on. I don't know why I did that. That was not necessary. Well, he's 77, so imagine he kept blowing him. He probably tore his back out or something. Yeah, you're like, you're fired. My neck. Moving on. That took a dark turn. So where were we? Where were we? Okay. We were talking about Dakota Kai, and somehow I got on the subject of Vince Plowing. So they try to recruit Mia Yim, and Mia wasn't quick to say yes because she has no problem with Bianca Belair and company. So the OC thankfully showed up because that girl was gonna get jumped. We all know that. Like Bailey and Io and Dakota would have Friggin' triple team the girl and pause. Later in the night, she did end up joining Bianca's team with Alexa and Asuka for War Games. Or as Bianca said it last week, War Games. I'm like, wow, way to sell it. You know what I mean? Way to sell the match. If you're going to say that line, you got to put some gruff in it. You got to really get in there. You got to get in there. Like Vince at 77. War Games. Ah! 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 Okay, for real. I'm done. There was a little segment of the show that I actually really thought was cute and funny. JBL and Baron Corbin were backstage playing poker. They beat one poor guy up, and then out of nowhere, Akira Tozawa shows up. I play poker. And JBL's like, no, your money is no good here, blah, 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 right? Have you ever played poker? Or the kid's like, no. And they was just like, well, your money's good here, right? A part of me kind of knew where this segment was going to go. I was like, watch Akira end up winning the poker game so much to the point it would shock them. And then come to realize I was completely right. When they came back to the segment, Akira actually beat them and was winning so much money to the point where Baron tried to cheat. And Akira, thankfully being the smart one here, he looked at Corbin's cards and turns out Corbin lost. So he said, you have disgraced the sacred art of American poker. Now you meet me out there in the ring. Unatashi. Crap, I forgot how to say that in Japanese. I'm challenging you to a fight in Japanese. I actually know how to actually say it. I just can't remember the words or the proper pronunciation. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, Akira, as we all saw, Corbin beat Akira Tozawa in a match, but at least Akira went home with some money, and he's going to hit the town. You know what I mean? He might run into some females and probably run into Vince McMahon and run into Vince McMahon again. Watching him go to work. Yeah! Now it's time for the main event. Subject, the star of the night, our boy, Austin Theory. The guy everyone felt so sorry for, booking-wise, man. Dude, he comes out for the interview segment. Dude, he was the show last night. I don't care what no one says. He was the show on Raw this week. Raw was Theory, and Theory was sound. Last week, everyone was confused as to why he would do what he did, and he explained his actions. He said, it would be stupid for me to cash in on Roman Reigns, because even if he is weak, the bloodline is there to protect him, which is true. That's why I always had a head scratcher. I'm like, how in the world is Theory going to even get the championship? Because Roman Reigns has been WWE Undisputed Champion for 2 years at this point? And he won it in 2020. No one's been able to take it off the guy. He's beaten everybody. He smashed everyone, Vince McMahon style. And no one's been able to figure Roman Reigns out. And, him explaining his actions, somehow he made everything make sense. Because Theory, he said it with conviction. He was believable. His demeanor was believable. He looked like a divorced father who lost the job, lost out on the promotion, lost his wife to the mailman kind of look he had going, right? He lost it all, basically. And now he's bitter. He's angry about it. He comes out to his song, his entrance, because Dolph Ziggler challenged him to a bat, or whatever, vice versa. I forgot who challenged who, but unhinged and unstable and all this other stuff. So him and Ziggler put on a clinic. Oh my gosh, this was the match of the night, people. Okay, I don't care what no one says. Dolph Ziggler, one of the most underappreciated wrestlers in the world. Him and Theory really they just went all out. And he tore Ziggler up. He didn't care about winning. I felt like 2009 Randy Orton level vibes from this dude. I'm talking Edge unhinged. He was just angry and mad. He was throwing Ziggler around, throwing chairs on him. A bunch of the agents and the producers came from the back trying to stop the guy. It was perfect. Down to the minute detail. So then after that whole thing was over, we get to later in the night. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, they did their thing in the main event. Rollins retains the U.S. Championship. And then Theory comes out, starts pimp slapping Rollins, throwing him from pillar to post, and Theory holds up the U.S. title. When was the last time a title like the U.S. title was given this much attention? Now with Triple H running things, it's the honeymoon phase, basically. Austin Theory's career may not be a lost cause yet. Well, guys, that's all I have to talk about for this week. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. And remember, I forgot what I was going to say. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Yeah.